during your time, working with organizations and folks with Voice of America, you actually learn about how the incident happened on 2017, April 19th, how that interview with Mr. Miles Guo was pulled, with the plug pulled and cut off air, right? You knew who gave the order, who did it. Can you tell us, audience, more about it?
Well, certainly. And this is where, you almost want to cry, because when it was known that this interview was going to happen and that this individual was going to expose corruption at the highest levels of the Communist Party of China, then the Foreign Ministry called the Voice of America, and the Chinese embassy called the Voice of America, saying, kill this interview. Now, if I was running the Voice of America, I would say, oh, really, you want us to pull this interview? No, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to, since you hate it so much, we're going to broadcast this 24/7 for the next year.
Wow.
And we're going to make sure every person in China knows what's going on. But instead, Amanda Bennett, who was the head of the Voice of America, of the USAGM, US Global Media, she ordered the plug to be pulled live in the middle of the interview. Well, where did that order come from? It came from the highest levels of Chinese Communist Party.
Wow.
And to have American media, I mean, we do see that in all of, the big media, they are totally cowed to China, and they have been for decades. It's every U.S. media. Well, the Washington Post, runs an insert often from China Daily, which is the official organ of the Communist Party. Mm-hmm. And they'll take that advertising dollars. Mm-hmm. Motion pictures, well, they all want to be on the eyeballs of 1 billion people, so they will self-censor the movie. And so if you say something wrong, we don't have to reshoot it a week later. We can just reshoot it right now if you accidentally said something, opposed